Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDCQ. Today we're talking pouch, belt bag, bag. Maybe it's all of them. If you want to find out what it is and my thoughts on it, come on back because here we go. All right, so today we are talking another product by Tactical Geek. They are a company that I have bought several products from. They've actually sent me something in the past to review, and this is a new item that they have sent me over. I don't know if it's new in their lineup. I know the last product I reviewed was brand new. Not sure where this one stands, except that it's really cool. So Tactical Geek makes a ton of different EDC items. They have pouches, bags, organizers, little zip pockets. Some of it's like Velcro attachments. Some is Molle attachments. Some stands on its own. So just all kinds of really creative, cool, innovative ideas. And this one does not disappoint in that department. So this is called the Block E4.0 EDC Compact Waist Pouch. So you can see right here, this thing is about the size of my hand. I don't have the measurements, but I'll have a link below. Go check it out on their website. You'll find all the specific measurements and whatnot there. But this pouch looks really cool. It looks sleek. This is the back side. We've got some Molle attachments here. This is the front side. We have a loop field of Velcro along with a couple slips here of Molle. So you actually could potentially attach something to the front of here that is Molle if that's your jam, but definitely put your patches or your Ranger eyes right there. And then we have a little zipper pouch on the front that is right down the middle and kind of disappears except for the zipper. So before we get into the pouch and what I have in it, Tactical Geek's prices, comes in at $42.99, so 43 bucks. And to me, that's kind of middle of the range for prices. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, for an organizer, you know, definitely in that middle range. It's not high range, but it's also not your budget stuff. But when you talk about what you're getting for it, you're getting, you know, a 500D nylon material here. It's waterproof, it's abrasion resistant, and then you're getting like the YKK zippers. Like, they're not only taking care and giving you quality products, but they're also coming up with really creative ideas. When it comes to organizers, how many organizers have you seen? How similar do they look? What kind of variations do they have? Tactical Geek really works on trying to be innovative in what they're creating. And so this pouch can work as an organizer pouch. You can fill it up with your EDC gear or whatever gear it is you want, and you can drop this into a bag, into a cargo pocket, potentially, you know, put it wherever you would put your organizer pouch. And this is an excellent organizer pouch. It'll hold your gear. It'll keep it organized and separated and stored away and ready for use. Perfect. That's exactly what it can run as, no problem. It also has, you know, with the Molle attachments on the back, now you can attach this to a larger pack. So perhaps you put this on the outside of a backpack or a sling bag and you've got quick access to a few items. That's an additional way that you can use this pouch. Also, how I utilize this, if you've watched a channel for any length of time, I love gear on my belt. I love having something attached to my belt that holds some key items I want, and I love not having to worry about it. It's just there. And to do that, I have a couple of these little Molle attachments, and they're in Coyote. I might need to order some black to go with this, but you literally just thread this through, and you can see these are kind of pulled out, the ones on the end, from the rest of them because I've been doing this. And I threaded this upside down, but it doesn't matter. It will work either way. But you just thread it through, snap it, and you know, put one on this side, and now I have a belt loop, so I can run my belt through here, and this is now hanging on my hip, and the way it opens, you know, I can access my gear just like that, which is really, really cool. So I'm a big proponent of belt bags, and this one functions as that because of the Molle. And this would be the, you know, a similar way. You could use a ton of different Molle attachments, sticks, loops, you know, whatever it is. But you just thread this between here and your bag and attach the two. So that's another way that you can use it. And then a third way is they actually have a bag system, and I will link my last video because it has it, but they have a system where they have these attachment points, and the attachment points interlock with each other. So you can connect, you know, like 2 or 3 different pieces and then put them on a strap and make your own bag. And this one with the Molle here, you can actually buy the attachment point, and so you would put it in through the Molle here, and you would now have an attachment point here. You probably want one for the bottom as well, and you can now attach it in tandem with another bag, another piece, maybe 2, and then have kind of like a bandolier sling. It's really cool. This is confusing. Check out the link below to that video. I'll also see if I can link it up here. Check it out and see what I'm talking about. Really innovative, really great way to have your gear together. And what I like about it is it allows me to have a pouch, but be able to swing this thing around and access the pouch while wearing it, as opposed to having to take off my bag and pull the pouch out of the bag. Just a different way to use it, but a great idea that might be perfect for some people. So let's get into the bag and what I have in it. We've talked price point, we've talked materials. Now let's talk what we have going on. So we do have this little zippered pocket right here in the middle. It zips to the Velcro. How big it is and how much stuff you can store is directly related to what you have on the inside. I have this bag reasonably full, not packed out, but definitely not empty. And so I simply put a wet one in here. So I have a little hand wipe in there, but this pouch actually goes through the whole inside of the bag. Like my fingers are sitting up here. So it goes through every space of the bag. Covers in this pocket, which is cool. It's the whole frame, or whatever you want to say. And it's not this small part here, but yeah, the whole area. I think we get the point. Also on the zipper pulls here, what I really like about this is so they have some thin cordage here on both zipper pulls, and then around it they put like a little heat shrink tubing, so it makes it super easy to grab. You're not going to miss it, but it's also not like crazy bulky, so I like that as well. We also have some elastic on the side. You could use that to thread something through or anything like that. I actually tuck away the second zipper behind that, so I only have one zipper to grab. And then that will get us into the main portion of this bag, which is laid out like that. So we have some elastic loops up here. We have 4 individual loops, and then we have this pocket at the bottom that is mesh with an elastic top. So you can thread your stuff all the way through like I did here with a few of the items, or if you have shorter items, you can actually put something else in the pocket down below, and that does billow out to allow you to put, you know, something of a little bit of thickness. Inside of here, I just have a Sharpie pen, or a fine tip Sharpie. I have a chapstick, I have a pen, and then I have one of these little magnetic small screwdrivers. So really cool setup, some useful stuff here, a Sharpie, a pen, stuff I use every day, a driver always comes in handy, and then some chapsticks. So, you know, essentials right there. And then we look at the other side, and I have 2 more essentials that I always love to have on me. I have a multi-tool, that is the Leatherman Skeletal. So we're talking, you know, full-sized multi-tool, the Leatherman Skeletal. It is a little thinner than most, but it is, you know, full-size kind of in frame. It fits perfectly in there. And then I have a larger flashlight with the Arcfeld Ultra, and that fits in perfectly as well. So over here we have 2 larger loops, which is actually where I have these. I have these in the 2 larger loops, but then you also have 4 smaller loops on the front of that, which is really cool. And then back here we have a slip pocket, and this is a 3.5 by 5.5 moleskin notebook. I did not think it would fit, and it fit. Well, here, let me show you this. So we do have a little attachment point here, so you can attach a keychainy type item. I did not think this would fit, but it fits. Like, that is the size it was made for. Like, it perfectly fills out the pouch. And then you also have a elastic band right here that you could put something as well. I'm actually thinking about putting one of those little small Tylenol or ibuprofen Advil medicine bottles right there. I think that would work well, and I think it would also kind of shapen up the bag. It'd add a little bulk right here to help keep the bag, you know, looking good. But those are what I have in there. You can put a whole assortment of tools and pry bars and, you know, pocket knives, whatever is your jam. But I actually really, really like this. It works out great for an organizer, but I love having it on my belt and having all this gear right there. It's not too heavy, disappears on my hip, don't even know it's there. And then when I need something, boom, right there on my hip, ready to rock and roll. Again, attach it to your bag, attach it to a bag setup with the attachment points they have, or use it as an organizer pouch, drop it in your bag, you're ready to rock and roll. Definitely check out Tactical Geek. It comes in the black, also comes in a green, which is a OD green coloration. Let me know what you think. What's your experience with Tactical Geek? Use the code EDCQ for 10% off on anything at their website. I will link their website below. Link this bag. Check it out. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will be back with new content soon. And remember, EDC, EDC.